looked like he would take you down. You hear me? Jermaine Jackson, even to this day, with that cool whip in his hair, looked like he will take you down. Well, hello there, lovers. Hello there, Bellas. If you have not already done so, please remember to hit the Patreon link below and or the join button here on the YouTube. And for a small monthly fee of $5, you babies, yes, you can be privy to all the shenanigans before the YouTube gets it, if the YouTube gets it. Now, let's continue reading LaToya Jackson. Bye. LaToya. While we were in Las Vegas, Randy developed a facial tic, and Mother wanted him to see a doctor. Everyone we spoke to recommended one of Elvis Presley's personal physicians. What? Why in the hell would they recommend a physician of Elvis Presley's to a child? Okay, but I'll move forward. We weren't aware of their reputation for over-prescribing drugs. Security Chief Bill Bray, however, knew all too well. When the doctor came to see Randy, Bill told him firmly, "Listen, I don't want you giving this kid things he doesn't need." We had no idea what he was referring to because not one of the Jacksons had ever tried drugs. When I was young, I was terrified of drugs. I swear to you, I didn't try my first marijuana cookie till I was in my 30s. I'm not lying. And that was after my mom passed. I think our having seen so many great artists destroyed by substance abuse had as much to do with our personal abstinence as did our strict upbringing. Certainly, seeing its effect on Elvis made a strong impression. So look, one time, they in Vegas, and where the hell is Elvis before he passed? Vegas. Y'all, that movie Elvis, y'all, I know I keep talking about it, but that thing is incredible. Just a little tidbit to add on top of this. The guy that he was working with, who was his manager, oh my God, Tom Hanks did an incredible job, okay? But the guy who was his manager had so much gambling debt that the way that he was paying off the gambling debt and continuing income or revenue coming in was to sign like this incredible 5-year deal with one of the hotels who he owed the debt to. Elvis was tired. He was weak. But that man owed so much gambling debt. Elvis, baby, I know you tired and weak, but I need to send that doctor in here so you can get your ass back on stage. It was an incredible movie, y'all. Anyway, back to what I'm supposed to be saying. While they in Vegas, Elvis is in Vegas. The Jacksons go to visit Elvis Presley in his dressing room. "You guys are incredible," he said kindly. "You started so young. It's really something." Elvis spoke knowledgeably about the guys' records, obviously having listened to them. At one point, he remarked, all this rock and roll, it started with the blacks. Having heard rumors that Elvis was racist, my siblings and I were pleased to discover otherwise. But when we all shook his hand goodbye and left the backstage area, we looked at one another. My God, he's a legend, and everybody loves him. But look at how drugged out he is, Jermaine observed. 2+ years later, Elvis was dead. If you hear snoring, guys, that's Lulu. A family act was completed when my oldest sibling, Rebe, joined. During a run in Las Vegas, our security staff informed us they'd received an anonymous threat on Michael's life. We'd received so many before, but this one was chillingly different. The would-be assassin specified the night he planned to strike, and security took this very seriously. After weighing the risks, it was decided the show would go on. That night, while brother was singing, Rebe suddenly declared to me in the dressing room, "I'm not going out there on stage. Do you realize I can get shot?" "Girl, Rebe, girl, don't nobody want you. They want Michael, not you, girl." I mean, you might be standing next to him or something, but girl, Rebe, ain't nobody think about your ass. I rarely get angry at my brothers and sisters, but this made me furious. "Rebe, How can you be so selfish? Michael's going to be out there 2 hours straight and could be killed any minute. You'll be out there 4 minutes, tops. And you're worried? Come on, girl. I thought to myself, maybe Rebe isn't as ready for show business as she thinks. Maybe that's why she only did Centipede. These terrifying threats had become a way of life for the rest of us. During our last Vegas engagement of 1974, that November, Jackie married Enid Spann. What we didn't know at the time was that he wasn't the third Jackson to wed, but the fourth. Marlon Always, one of the more independent brothers, already had secretly married his sweetheart, Carol Ann Parker. Jackie had been dating comedian Red Fox's daughter, Deborah, for some time and seems to be pretty serious about her. But while they were going out, Jackie met Enid, and they fell in love. Hold on, what? You say what? So Jackie was messing with Red Fox's daughter, okay. And then while he messing with Red Fox's daughter, he met another girl and was like, I like her better. So I don't know, Red Fox's daughter. I don't know. I might keep you on the side, like Joseph. But I don't know if I'm going to marry you. I'm going to marry Enid, because I love her. But while they were going out, Jackie met Enid, and they fell in love. Her family's background was radically different from ours or Deborah's. Enid was an adopted child of mixed parentage, which everyone believed had left some emotional scars. She was sweet but highly emotional. My brother felt torn between the two women. But it seems like to me sometimes men just pick the women who need the most work. Like they don't want something that's easy. You know, it could be a woman right here that got everything together. Everything. Now, she might be a little crazy because some of them pretty together bitches be nuts. It's like they would rather pick the hard road than the easy road, you know, and I can't really bash them for it because us women, we do it sometimes too. You know, matter of fact, us women, we do it a lot of times. I love Deborah, he said, but she comes from a good family and has everything she wants. What can I do for her? Enid, she needs a lot of attention and love. I know that I can help her. Ding dong. That's exactly what I just said. You know, I guess men do need to feel needed. As he would learn, this was not the best reason to marry, but he truly did love her, and mother gave her consent. Jackie over 18, he don't need her motherfucking consent. As busy as my brothers were performing both as the Jackson 5 and with the Family Act, they were growing increasingly restless. Motown still wouldn't let them release their own material as singles. Besides feeling creatively stifled, they had financial concerns. For in the music business, the lion's share of record sales income derives from publishing or owning the rights to a composition. Thus, the writer of a hit song can earn many times more money than its performer. The rare times the guys did get to record one of their songs, Berry Gordy insisted it be published by his company, Joe Bet. Oh, that's a nick. That is the devil. You know how we call Clive Davis the devil? No, we call Clive Davis Diablo. Okay? Right below him would be the Berry Gordy, Lucifer. Michael appealed to Berry, who regarded him as something of a son for more creative freedom and the rights to their own publishing. But Berry wouldn't be swayed. What you want me to do? Let go of your money to make you happy? Girl, no. Answer no. You'll probably be surprised to know that even with 14 top 20 hits, my brothers had not earned as much money over the years as they might have. No, I'm not surprised. Who the hell is surprised? They was with the Motown. When 1975's Moving Violation failed to produce one hit single or rekindle the group's popularity, my father announced at a family meeting, that's it. we're leaving Motown. After all, Joseph's rapport with Motown had deteriorated. Okay, you know why? Because Motown does everything in-house. Motown is like, Joseph, who the hell is you to come around here and be the manager? You can't do that. I know them, your sons and everything, but this is Motown. We pick your writer, producer, lawyer, wife, children. Joe, you can't do that. I don't give a if you is the biological father. Many Motown acts, my brothers included, have complained of how the company undermined internal unity by pushing individuals out front, as it did with Diana Ross and the Supremes and Smokey Robinson and the Miracles. We knew that. Together we stand, or divided we fall. This was a way to keep performers bickering among themselves and not against the label. In awarding Michael, Jermaine, and Jackie's solo careers, the company was creating a potentially ticklish situation, as intergroup competition can rip acts and families apart. Motown didn't care. It made money no matter which Jackson name was on the label. All the brothers agreed with their father except for Jermaine, who didn't think much of Joseph's managerial skills in the first place and was now a member of Berry Gordy's family too. Everyone respected Jermaine's conflicted loyalties, but it disturbed us that he couldn't seem to see anything but what Motown had done for the Jackson 5 in the past. As Michael asked him, "What's happening now, Jermaine? And what's going to happen in the future? If the guys didn't regain their chart-topping form soon, they could well wind up stranded in Las Vegas or on the oldie circuit for the rest of their career." Okay, pause. Let me tell y'all something that I ain't even really pay attention to. That eventually Jermaine left the group. I don't know why I thought that Jermaine was there the entire time. I thought that when Jermaine was singing, "Don't take it personal, take the bitter with the sweet, hey, easy come, easy go," I thought he was still a part of the Jacksons. They all felt they were too young to stop growing artistically. Despite Jermaine's dissent, Joseph started label shopping, and once the Motown contract expired in March 1975, he inked a deal with Epic Records, a division of CBS. The Epic deal announced that summer at a press conference at Manhattan Rainbow Grill. Most of the family was present, with the glaring exception of Jermaine. When a reporter asked Joseph about his son's conspicuous absence, my father replied that he was confident Jermaine would continue with the group. Jermaine had always been Joseph's favorite child. You know why? Because he saw his own strength within Jermaine. Jermaine is I mean, I guess he was the sexy one. And I told you, to me, Jermaine wasn't the most attractive one. It was Jack. He looked like he would take you down. You hear me? Jermaine Jackson, even to this day, with that cool whip in his hair, looked like he will take you down. I'm going to have to take you down, boy. I'm going to have to take you down. I'm going to have to take you down, boy. Jermaine has always been Joseph's favorite child. I doubt that in his heart he could have possibly believed otherwise. One night backstage, Jermaine announced, "I'm sticking with Motown. We started there, and I'm staying there." Everyone was shocked, but we let him know we understood, and he had to consider the feelings of two families now, not just ours. Nonetheless, Jermaine remained adamant and defensive, listing his reasons for staying. Barry groomed us. He introduced us to the world. You guys are wrong for leaving him, because if it wasn't for Barry, we wouldn't be known today. That's all fine, Jermaine, Joseph said evenly, but do you want to not have a penny in your pocket for the rest of your life? Jermaine turned to Jackie, Tito, Marlon, Michael, and Randy. How can you guys do this to Barry? It's so wrong. We have to have the freedom to do what we want, Michael spoke up. At Motown, we were like robots. We were being controlled. We want to express ourselves and our music. We're beyond listening to Barry and Suzanne DePass and doing every little thing they say, whether we like it or not. It was an emotional evening, especially when Jermaine walked out before the second show. We finished the engagement without him. No one took his quitting harder than Michael, who depended on looking to his left and seeing Jermaine singing and playing his bass. Michael felt it was up to him alone to compensate for his missing brother. Well, Jermaine's gone, and we have to keep rolling. Motown's conduct following the guys signing to Epic Records was, in a word, deplorable.